Ladies and gentlemen, we have something truly special for you today. Now, in just moments, you'll be witnessing the future of aviation as the Joby S4 aircraft, designed for electric vertical takeoff and landing, makes its way from the Marina Airport just 8 miles to the west, where Joby Aviation manufactures and tests this revolutionary machine. Now, unlike the roar of the engines you've heard so far, Joby represents a revolution in quiet, clean flight. The aircraft took off vertically, no runway needed, now making its way in near silence. With 6 electric motors and tilting propellers, the Joby aircraft can take off like a helicopter, but fly with the efficiency and speed of a conventional airplane. Power with 0 operating emissions. What you're about to see is a carefully choreographed demonstration designed to showcase the capabilities of this incredible aircraft, unlike anything the world has seen before.
I really washed mine off. It's good.
Whoa. Okay.
Now the Joby coming in, watch now as it approaches from the right, 120 knots, 1,000 feet. You'll notice how quiet it is compared to the aircraft you've been listening to today. This is an electric flight. The future is arriving before your eyes. With 6 motors driven by cutting-edge battery technology, produce an incredible thrust, and you can barely hear it. Quiet performance is essential for the aircraft mission operating in and around urban areas where noise pollution is a concern. Now the descending right turn. Now the pilot is pulling the aircraft into 1,500 feet. Watch the climb rate. The electric motor delivers instant power with no lag, no spool time, just pure intermediate thrust. And now a level turn to reposition, and watch this, a steep climb back to 500 feet. The S4 is demonstrating its full flight envelope, showcasing the capability to handle all expected flight path angles. Advanced flight control technology is working seamlessly to manage the aircraft's energy and descent profile with computer precision. Of course, these maneuvers are more dramatic than those that Joby expects during normal passenger operations, but we strive to showcase the full capabilities of this amazing aircraft.
If I get that old, no, somebody to say, go for it. All right, I'm gonna go fill a generator.
Now the pilot is accelerating away from us, descending back to 500 feet and repositioning for another pass. Now here comes the S4 again, this time from left to right. Another demonstration of that remarkable quiet cruise flight. All aircraft like this will soon be connecting cities, suburbs, and airports with quick, quiet, zero emissions flights. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you have been waiting for. Watch as the pilot brings the S4 to a complete hover at about 300 feet above the ground. And by the way, the pilot is Peter Wilson. Today is his birthday, officially. Happy birthday, Peter. He's 49 years old. The aircraft now floating in midair, held aloft by 6 electric motors, working in perfect harmony. The propellers have fully transitioned to the vertical position, and the sophisticated flight control computers are making hundreds of adjustments per second to keep the aircraft rock steady in the air. And now the unusually slow speed as the pilot is executing a 540-degree turn, demonstrating the S4's extraordinary low-speed handling. This is the kind of capability that will allow the aircraft to operate in tight urban environments, maneuvering around buildings and landing in small places. Now the pilot will be accelerating away from us, descending back to 500 feet, and then repositioning for another pass. Now here comes the S4 again, this time from your left to our right. Another demonstration of that remarkably quiet cruise flight. An aircraft like this will soon be connecting cities, suburbs, and airports with quick, quiet, zero emissions flights. We call this Listen to the Silence. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for. Watch as the pilot brings the S4 to a complete hover about 300 feet above the ground. Aircraft held aloft by 6 electric motors working in perfect harmony. The propellers have fully transitioned to the vertical position, and the sophisticated flight control computers are making hundreds of adjustments per second to keep the aircraft rock steady in the air.
Let's fucking go.
This is where vertical takeoff and landing technology truly shines. The ability to take off and land virtually anywhere. No runway required. Imagine arriving at a city center vertiport, hovering briefly, and then settling gently to the landing pad. No bigger than a few parking spaces. The hover capability means the aircraft can access locations impossible for conventional aircraft, that being rooftops, parking structures, and small clearings. This opens up an entirely new set of possibilities for transportation infrastructure. And now the pilot departing the hover, transitioning back to forward flight and heading west to the Marina Airport, where the aircraft will land vertically and prepare for future eVTOL operations. You watch as those propellers tilt forward again smoothly, transforming from the hover to forward flight in just seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, you just witnessed the future of aviation, the Joby electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. Within the next few years, the S4 will be carrying passengers on a quick, quiet, sustainable flight in cities around the world. What an exciting time for aviation in this part of the country. A big round of applause to the Joby test pilot, our birthday boy, Peter Wilson.
Good job, Dad.